Hi everyone, my name is Christina and I'm the office supervisor at the Santa Fe College Teaching Zoo, and I wanted to talk to you today about composting and how you can start composting at home even if you don't have a backyard or live in a small apartment like myself. So why should you compost? Well, according to the FDA, food waste is the single largest material in municipal landfills, and we can do something about that. By composting, you're reducing the amount of food waste that's going to a landfill, and in turn, you're also reducing emissions, both from the trucks that take the waste to the landfill, but also from the methane that is produced in the landfill. So by composting, you're reducing your waste, and in turn, you're reducing your carbon footprint. So, how do you get started? If you have a backyard, you have a couple of different options. They make containers that are specifically for compost. You can get one of those. You can create your own with 2 trash buckets, or you can just make a pile in your backyard. If you live in an apartment and don't have a backyard, you can check to see if there are any local farms or organizations that accept residential compost or have a composting program. About a year ago, I started using Beaten Path Compost. They do a bucket exchange, or you can go drop it off at one of their locations and dump your bucket yourself. So what can you compost? You can compost fruit and veggie scraps, vegetables and fruit that have gone bad, eggshells, spoiled tofu, coffee grounds, brown paper towels that aren't bleached, alternative milks. You just don't want to compost anything that's dairy and generally not meat. When you're making your food, you can just set aside a bowl to throw all of your scraps in, or you can use one of those stainless steel buckets that just sits on your counter, and a lot of them have a lid with a carbon filter in it so that it doesn't smell. And then when you're ready, all you have to do is take your bowl or your bucket, dump it into your bucket if you're like me, or throw it into your backyard compost. If you want to reduce the amount of trips that you have to take to your backyard compost or bucket, you can also freeze some of your scraps in an airtight container until you're ready to dump it. So once your compost is ready, you can use that in your gardens and for your houseplants, or if you don't have a garden, you could always donate to some friends so that they can use it for theirs and they don't have to buy soil from the store. By using a natural compost in your garden, you're reducing the impacts of fertilizer runoff into our lakes, rivers, and streams. I hope you learned something about composting today and are excited to start your own journey towards composting. If you have any questions or tips, leave them in the comments below, and there's no better day to start than Earth Day.